This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smitham, and get the latest from Alpena Community College with Dr. Don McMaster. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Nancy Smitham. My first guest today is Sarah Moe Melcher, and she is here from Habitat for Humanity. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, Nancy.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I know that you're new to as a volunteer coordinator to Habitat for Humanity. I know you're very excited about your position.
Yes, I'm thrilled to be there. It's an exciting opportunity and look forward to working with people in the community to volunteer.
And you know, everyone knows a little bit about Habitat, but give me your description of Habitat.
Well, you know, it's just very important because with our health, there's so many things that affect our health. And the number one thing in my mind is having a decent place to live. And if you don't have a decent place to live, there's so many other indicators that affect families, whether it be children, the mom and dad, their jobs. And it is so important to have a decent place to live. And so that's my take on Habitat, and I'm here to build upon what we have here in Alpena.
You know, it's the American dream to be a homeowner, and I know that Habitat goes a long ways to help with that. And today we want to talk about a particular fundraiser that you're going to be doing.
Yes, absolutely. We are doing a fundraiser. It's called Home is Where the Art Is.
Okay.
And we're really excited to have an annual signature event. We'll be displaying artwork from different artists across Michigan, whether it be sculptures, painting, furniture, that type of thing. So it'll be a dinner auction up at Art in the Loft on December 8th. So we're really excited for that and looking for volunteers as well.
Oh, okay, good. And that's a nice time to kick off the holiday season by some artwork for gifting that is unique and that you won't find anywhere else, too.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Okay, so how do we get tickets?
Tickets are not on sale yet.
Okay.
It's a little early, but they will be on sale at numerous places throughout Alpena and obviously at the Habitat Restore and at our office at the Presbyterian Church. And so we will announce that as tickets get closer to being on sale. So.
Okay, and all proceeds will go to help build some wonderful homes for wonderful families in our communities.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so tell me about volunteer opportunities at Habitat.
Oh my gosh, we have lots. We don't have as many construction projects going on right now, but that is soon to change. And so we have projects from going on, working at the Restore, whether someone likes stocking, organizing, cleaning. We're looking for volunteers that want to provide hot meals. We have a lot of events that we have numerous volunteers, 10 volunteers plus, that we need people to just donate their cooking skills and have a hot meal for these folks when they get done or halfway through working through a day at a job site or that type of thing. So really the sky's the limit. And what's nice about volunteering is it gives people an opportunity to give something back to the community, to help someone in need, and also to build upon new skills and develop existing skills, that really make people feel good.
And, in the past, I've worked on some of the Habitat homes, and, I had some building skills, but just get there with all the team and the people and the camaraderie and working, and as you said, knowing that you're helping make someone's dream of homeownership come true, it was really a lot of fun, and there's always someone there to show you what to do. And if you're not a hammer swinger, you can be a landscaper, you could be a painter. There's so many different things you can do, or like you said, make food for the crew that's there working. So if you think, oh shoot, I couldn't really work on one of those houses, you're wrong.
Right. We have different projects for everybody, and it's so nice. We have young kids coming that are volunteering to get it on their resume, which is wonderful. And I can provide that opportunity to give them a certificate showing their hours worked, and it really does help on their resume, building that resume from not having a resume at all. So it's nice for younger folks or someone that doesn't have a resume developed yet.
And when you're looking at colleges, and that's the first thing on applications, tell us your involvement in your community.
Yes, it's very important.
And you mentioned the Restore. How are things going there? I know
Great.
It had a beautiful new look last time I was there.
Yes. Lots of changes, and it's doing very well. And of course, the Restore is a wonderful place for us to raise additional funds for the builds that we're doing.
And so if someone's getting new doors and windows in their homes, or they're getting new appliances or getting new cabinets, call Habitat, because chances are you can get that stuff and reuse it and sell it in the community.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful, wonderful place.
It is. And I tell people you have to go every day because it changes every day. Depends on when people are pulling up.
Yes, it does. And we have delivery trucks going out. Our trucks go out Tuesdays and Thursdays right now. But you never know what someone's going to drop off. So every day is a surprise for us as well.
And so what days of the week is the Restore open?
Currently, right now, they're open Monday through Saturday.
Monday through Saturday, okay.
Yep.
So make sure you stop in and check it out, and then opportunities for people to volunteer there also.
Yes, yep, and we will have that shortly posted at the Restore, and we'll have it on our website, Facebook page, so people can kind of keep in touch a little more as far as, or follow us to see what opportunities are out there. So.
And that new look of your building on Chisholm Street, that looks so nice.
Yes, we're hoping to make it blend in with the community a little more. So.
Well, it certainly does. So if someone is interested in volunteering for fundraisers in the office, at the Restore, at one of the builds, or if they have some fundraising ideas for you or would like to help you on Home is Where the Art Is, how do they get in touch with you, Sarah?
They could contact me via email or phone number. My phone number is 354-5555, extension 1003.
Okay, 1003.
Yep.
Or stop off at the Restore and hopefully catch you there, or just say, hey, how do we get a hold of Sarah?
Yeah, I'm back and forth between the Restore and the office, so pretty easy to catch.
And once again, if anyone has some good items to donate, if you don't have a vehicle, give you a call, because somebody can possibly set up a schedule to come pick things up.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, well, Sarah, congratulations on your new position, and I know it's going to be great for our community and for Habitat in particular, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'll be right back with Stephanie Gandula following these messages. Hi, welcome back. I'm with Stephanie Gandula from Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary. Hi, Stephanie.
Hello, Nancy.
I know you guys are so busy over there all the time, so let's start talking about Halloween first.
Halloween first, of course. Halloween's coming, my favorite time of year. It starts to get nice and cool. Soon it will be snowing, right? Sorry.
Okay.
Halloween's coming, October 26th. We'll be participating in the downtown trick-or-treat event, and so it's been quite a great tradition for kids and families to go downtown to all the stores that are open and then make their way just a little bit further down the Great Lakes Maritime Heritage Trail to the Sanctuary Visitor Center, where, if you can believe it, we get over 1,000 little trick-or-treaters coming through. Yes, so this year we're going to be decorating again with the help of amazing volunteers, and from 5 to 8 o'clock you can come through the sanctuary and get all the candy you need or want, and also all the thrills and chills. It's lots of fun.
So we're asking all those people who don't have any kids that come to their house trick-or-treating to buy a bag of candy and drop it off for you folks to use for your over 1,000 children.
That would be great. Yes, a great way to volunteer and to help out is to donate candy, and we have a lot of people do that, and we always need more because that's a lot of kids.
Yes, it is. And you know, like I said, the chance with all the events, people don't go to the houses so much. I don't know if it's a safety issue anymore, or because there's just so many other things going on. And if you like to buy that candy and like to help, this is a great way, because it, you know, keeps you from having to spend the money for the candy.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it's a great way easy way to participate for sure.
And now we want to talk about the lecture series.
Yes, so our lecture series continues this coming Thursday. September 27th is a lecture all about the Sanctuary Research Collection, which is housed at the Alpena County Library. So the lecture will be at the Sanctuary Visitor Center on Fletcher.
Okay.
But the special collections expert, Marlo Broad, is going to come over and talk about the resources in this collection and also talk about how you can access it. And so when I talk about this collection, this is really one of the best Great Lakes maritime databases in the world. It has over 25,000 ship records and ship photos and over 80,000 ship files. I mean, if you're interested in any bit of maritime history here on the Great Lakes, this is a great place to start. And people actually access this database from all over the world because it is online. And so I think this is going to be a really neat program for folks, whether you're interested in just perusing a little bit the ship's different histories you can find, or if you're a student and you have a research project that focuses on Great Lakes maritime history. So lots of different levels, and if you're just curious too and want to see some cool old historic photos. So this is going to be a great lecture, and it starts at 7 o'clock this Thursday on the 27th.
Okay, doors open at 6:30.
That's right. It gives you enough time to check out the gift shop and then head into the lecture.
Perfect. Okay, then what's coming up next?
Next, we have in October, we have the, so once a month we've been doing a movie and then a lecture. October's movie we're really excited about. It's Minjamindamoan. So Mary Ellen Jones' film, it's called Blood Memory in English. And If you haven't seen it, it premiered at the Thunder Bay International Film
Right.
Festival, and it's shown at a couple film festivals since, the Sunrise Side Film Festival, and it's won some awards. It is such a beautiful film. It's all about a young man's journey in a canoe up the Northeast Michigan shoreline. And it's just beautiful. If you haven't seen it, it's got beautiful music, beautiful cinematography, and a really nice story. So that's our cinema series.
And I know Mary Ellen does a great job, so I'm sure it's wonderful.
Oh, it's so professional. Beautiful film.
Okay, so then lecture series.
And then the lecture series continues with the Wayne Lusardi, the State of Michigan underwater archaeologist, will be sharing information, photos, and the story of the research project we did back in 2015, all about a downed Tuskegee airplane. And so this airplane was found, it was discovered just off the shores of Port Huron. But such a significant find that they asked us to come down and document it, which we did with the National Association for Black Scuba Divers, came and assisted with this documentation. And very recently, Wayne and the team went down and collected a couple of artifacts. So those artifacts will be on display at the Heritage Center. So it's just a really fascinating story of more recent maritime history. The World War II training that happened with Tuskegee pilots. There was a lot of training for pilots that happened in both Lake Michigan and Lake Huron. And people might know a little bit more about the Lake Michigan one, but there was a rich history with Lake Huron too, where there was a Tuskegee pilot. So the African American pilots were preparing to go into the World War II theater in the Mediterranean. And it was important to train here because the environment was quite similar. And so Frank Moody, Lieutenant Frank Moody, was the pilot flying this plane, and it went down on a training mission in April of 1944.
Wow.
And it was discovered 70 years later to the day.
Wow.
By a diver and a sheriff down in Port Huron area. Really amazing bit of history, and so we'll be talking about that on the next lecture, which is October 25th, I believe.
At 7 p.m. And the best part is you've been there.
I have.
And Wayne's been there.
Yeah, that's right. I was very fortunate to be a part of the team that got to document this plane. And I mean, that's definitely still a very interesting part of it's not all about shipwrecks, I guess you can say.
Oh,
you know?
sure.
There's lots of stories to tell under the waves of Lake Huron.
Perfect. And then November?
November's coming up, can you believe it? Right around the corner. And we'll have a lecture about the sinkhole. So another one that's not about shipwrecks, but another fascinating part of the resources here in Lake Huron. The Middle Island sinkhole is a almost unique ecosystem off just north of Middle Island, about 75 feet deep. And there's a bacterial mat that lives down there, and scientists come from all over to study this bacterial mat because they believe it is, or they know that it's very similar to the first oxygen-producing organisms on the planet.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's
right here in our backyard.
Right here in our backyard, and so it's something that people come from all over to study. Grand Valley State University has made it a part of their research since it was discovered back in, I think it was 2002, and it's an amazing dive site as well. So it's only about 75 feet deep, so open to recreational divers, and it's a purple bacterial mat, and it just looks very strange. It looks like a otherworldly landscape down there.
Wow.
So that'll be the lecture in November, and then the film in November is November Requiem, which is all about the sinking of the Carl D. Bradley.
Yes.
And so Brian and Ann Bellinger, filmmaking sister and brother from Rogers City, made this film. Have you seen November Requiem?
No, I haven't, but I heard it's so good.
It's so good. Most of the sailors that went down with the Bradley, like over 20 of the 33 sailors on the vessel, were from Rogers City.
No.
So it devastated the town, absolutely devastated the town. And this film, it treats the whole tragedy with such respect, and you get to hear from family members, and another film with amazing cinematography, and you will cry. It's a doozy of a film, but it's beautiful, and I think it's a must-see. So that's right around the anniversary of the sinking of the Bradley.
And we're going to have to wait for December till next time because we're out of time.
All right.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. Look forward to talking to you next month.
Thank you, Nancy.
Please stay tuned for Dr. Don McMaster following these messages.
Good morning. I am Jay Waltwright, Director of Public Information and Marketing at Alpena Community College, and this is the ACC portion of Talk of the Town. With me again is Director of Admissions, Mike Killeen. Welcome, Mike.
Good to be here, Jay.
It's always great to have you on the show because you have such great information for the community.
that time of year to be starting to talk about what's next for a lot of high school seniors, and there's a lot to be doing now, even though it's early in their high school senior year.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, but it's already fall, even though it's going to be a balmy 75 degrees out today.
Yeah.
So we want to encourage people to start looking ahead,
Right.
even though they've got a lot already started. So where should we start?
Well, I think one of the biggest things is I know that all these high school seniors out there in all of our area schools, ranging from Onaway to Rogers City down to Alcona and Oscoda and over to Hillman in Atlanta, and those in Alpena watching, you're thinking you're just getting started in your senior year, and
Right.
college is a long ways away.
Right.
But boy, is time going to go fast. And the biggest thing you really want to start looking about is just exploring your options. And Alpena High School, Tuesday, October 2nd, has their college night, their annual college night. It's a state-sponsored event that colleges from all over the state will be there. Alpena Community College will have 6 or 8 tables, information from certain our programs, our departments. I'll be there. We may have a couple of students there if people want to come and talk to some students, talking about their experiences. It's a great time to sort of come and see what you may be thinking about doing. ACC, transferring, maybe ACC, finding one of those technical programs. Come on out to that Tuesday, October 2nd, for sure, at Alpena High School's gymnasium from 6 to 7:30.
Great. And there are other events coming up. There's one at the college.
Oh, yeah. We have our annual open house Friday, October 12th, I believe it is. It's the second Friday in October, if I don't have the date right. That's a great opportunity where the colleges is open. We do have classes going on, but there's a lot of classes that are open, facilities, labs, classrooms, instructors there available that if you are interested, a lot of the high schools will bus their students to us. They come in, they meet with me, we do a little general intro welcome, sort of give them the lay of the land, a little bit of a schedule, and they get a chance to just go walk the halls of ACC and check out some facilities and labs, get into the nursing department, the welding, talk to criminal justice, business, whatever it may be, just to sort of get on campus to start become familiar with what ACC has.
The programs are important. To get to that point, though, you need to apply.
Yeah, boy, and going back to it, I know we're 4th, 5th week of school, and students are probably thinking, oh, I got plenty of time to apply to college.
Yeah.
But the state of Michigan a few years ago has really deemed October as College Application Month. That's the month they really want every high school senior to apply to college. They really encourage people to apply to your top 2 or 3 schools. Some of the 4-year schools waive their application fees.
Right.
Alpena Community College's application is free.
We're free.
Go online to our website, click the apply online link, fill it out, and the biggest thing what the application does, it allows us to start talking to you, sending you information on campus visit opportunities, open houses, orientation, registration, financial aid, which we'll talk about in a minute for sure, and just allow you to make a good educated, informed decision on what's next, because boy, March and April are going to get here fast.
They will.
And that's when these students are going to have to be making these decisions.
I hear a lot of potential students talk about their confusion. They don't know what they want to get into. They have some questions and they feel a lot of pressure. These types of events are good.
Absolutely.
To help people understand what's going on.
Absolutely. And that's where, don't be afraid to ask a question. Especially if you're the first one in your family going to college. Mom and dad may have went to college, but that could have been 20 plus years ago. A lot has changed. That's why you want to go to the college night activities. And there are activities around the state. I was recently up in Sault Ste. Marie. I'm going over to Gaylord and down to Standish and over to Petoskey. That we're really trying to promote this college-going culture statewide. And not only here in northeastern Michigan with Alpena Community College, but around the state. So yes, ask questions. Go, attend, and never be afraid to just see what's out there.
Another deadline coming up is related to another confusing aspect of going to school, which would be financial aid.
Right. The FAFSA. That stands for the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. People have heard of a Pell Grant. This is the free federal money that the college will give you based on a number of key indicators. But you've got to fill out the application.
Right.
And so if you're a high school senior looking for the 2019 fall, so 1920 academic year, you can start your FAFSA as early as October 1st. And yeah, it can be challenging. They ask for a lot of information. You want to, once again, ask questions. And our financial aid office, Rob Bruce, the director, Amanda, his assistant, Amanda Belusar, they go out to a lot of the high schools and do parent information nights set up by the high school counselors or the high school principals So if you're out there, parents, if this is your first time, find out when your financial aid, awareness night's going to be at your high school to go and ask questions, to get engaged. Some of the schools will allow you to even jump on the computer right there and start the process.
Great.
So just, you want to do that, no doubt.
Yep. Well, that's an important part of going to school.
Right.
Talk a little bit about programs that are out there, that are popular right now, and jobs that are available.
Well, one of the biggest things I like to say is a lot of people get confused when we talk about college. A lot of people think college is that 4-year bachelor's degree or maybe that master's degree, and for some lucky people out there, a doctorate degree. But when I talk about college, I think it might be that 1-year certificate, maybe that 2-year associate's degree that provides those valuable employability skills to go out and get a job, to go out and get a career, to be able to work and be a quality member of the society you want to live in, I would say, right? And there's great programs like that at ACC. Our concrete technology, our welding, business programs, nursing.
Machine tool. I was just talking with Andrew Pad about all those opportunities.
Tremendous opportunity. And these are hands-on learning. Oftentimes I ask students when I'm talking to them, how many of you like school? And they don't. They don't raise their hands. But when I'm talking to like a welding class or an automotive class or a building trades class, I'll say, how many of you like this class? And they all raise their hand. And I tell them, this is school. You can do this in college. These hands-on technical programs, that's really something that ACC has a lot of, ranging from machine tool to electrical apprenticeship to utility tech to nursing to business and accounting. So explore those options, and the college night, the open house are great ways to sort of see what's out there.
That's exactly right. So I would encourage all of our viewers to attend college nights and to explore what ACC and all the other institutions have to offer.
Right.
Mike, that's all our time.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. And thank you for joining me. Once again, I am Jay Waltwright, Director of Public Information and Marketing for Alpena Community College, and this is Talk of the Town.
This has been Talk of the Town with your host, Nancy Smitham and Dr. Don McMaster. For a list of community events taking place in Northeast Michigan, please visit our website at WBKB11.com and click on our community link. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.